Hi, we're at the SessionRoad Streetworks Garage in LaGrange, Texas, and just wanted to give a little bit of insight on what we do here. We mainly work on JDM cars, USDM Japanese cars, JDM Japanese cars, obviously, but pretty much with concentration on Nissan stuff. Like we got this 1991 USDM S13 hatch that's been in our friends group for give or take 12 years. It's belonged to my good friend Drew, and we actually met because of this car. He got it. It was non-running, and we had put in. He brought it to our shop. The shop was in Austin, Texas back then, and he brought it in to get his KA running. Turns out that the cylinders were bad, and he'd gone through some shops, and they were trying to sucker him into different things. But we ended up rebuilding a motor for him, a SR20DET, and he's had that running in the car for the past 9-10 years. Recently pulled it out. Here it is. And he wanted to get some more power in the car, so we had this motor from another project, SR20 late model, SR20DET Redtop from an S13. And if you can tell, on the front of the head, there's some fins, or quote-unquote fins, which means it's a late model red top just before they went into the S13 black top. Not to be confused with the S14, S15 black tops, which most people call notch tops. So that's one here. It's an S15 from a spec car S15 that is going into that Type X, red Type X clone we got there. And then we have another 240SX. It's got some Type X tails. It's got some Type S interior in it. Really can't see it. It's pretty dirty. This car's been off the road for quite a while. This used to be a daily driver for my nephew. It's actually got a black top SR20 DET with an automatic transmission in it. And we did this work back in 2013. So right now we're in the process of putting some new suspension parts, upgrading some brakes, new subframe, front and rear, bushings, new lower control arms, new steering end, steering rack, and stuff like that. Let's see if I can get this hood open here real quick. Hopefully you can see. So if you can see, this thing was done as it would have looked from the factory with the stock side mount. Blacktop SR20DET S13. This is in pretty good shape too. Like I said, this one's an automatic, as you can see, no clutch. And stock side mount. We brought in a front clip from Japan and got that car going. Recently did this engine bay. This is my son's project that he's trying to finish up, and that S15 motor is going in here. So he's doing this slowly but surely. This one's got a legitimate Type X body kit. This car is complete until you tore it apart to swap the engine. Type X seats, uncracked dash. Interior is kind of messy and not put together right now, but that's what he's working on. But yeah, this one's in pretty good shape as well. Like I said, this one's belonged to my friend Drew, and he's got some decent wheels on it. They're ESRs. He got sponsored way back in the day from ESR, but it's got a really well dialed in suspension. This car is a dream to drive, even with the stock powered SR20DET. And like I said, he just wanted to get some more power into it. So interior is pretty clean, uncracked dash. But she's been sitting, so like I said, she's been sitting outside, so needs a little bit of paint, body. That'll be the next step. Yeah. The suspension was dialed in at Soul Speed here in Austin. So this thing rides like it's on rails. Rides pretty good. This was actually his daily for about 7 to 8 years, I want to say. And then he got a company car, so this kind of sat for a little bit, and then he decided to go with the SR. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. So yeah, this is kind of some of the stuff we do here at SessionRoad. We have some other projects that are ongoing or in the works. We have a S13 hatch with a built CA18DET forged bottom end, TO3, TO4 Garrett turbo. That we got to get that going. Just picked up a JDM 180SX right-hand drive S13 hatch. That's another project we got going. My personal Skyline R32 GTR. That's going to get some work done on it here pretty soon. But that's some of the projects that we have currently going on. So if you want to keep updated, just keep watching the SessionRoad page. And if you got any comments or anything you want to see or any projects that you think piques your interest, leave some comments down below. Appreciate you watching. Thanks. Bye.